Hey there, Wellbeing and Worth family. It's been a minute since I've done a Wellness Wednesday and the holidays, and it's gotten all kind of squirrely, and I time change with a bunch of different projects. And so the normal time that I could peacefully do a Wellness Wednesday has eluded me, and I am sorry that I missed you last week and I'm back this week. So, if you saw the post earlier all about bone broth, as my grandmother used to say, soup is good food. I think soup is soul food. For those of you who are my friends, you know that I am very fond of soups and readily eat them. And in part, I also use them a lot in my practice to help people heal or feel better. I'm not allowed to say heal, only doctors can say that. So, what is a bone broth? Well, a bone broth is a foundational tool where you take the bones of a grass fed, grass pastured animal and you make a broth out of it. You can add, I don't add that many vegetables. I do add a little bit of lemon or apple cider vinegar depending on the bones, and I let it sit, and then I cook it for a really long time, and then I get to consume it. And so you're like, well, that's simple. Why would I do that? Or, oh, I don't like bones, or that just sounds weird. Let me explain why bone broth is so important and why having access to them is an easy way for you to get some super powerful nutrition. So I admit there's been all the rage, and now everyone's bone broth this, bone broth that. And I mean, bone broths have been around since for centuries because people knew instinctively that you got to take the parts of the animal that are hard to get to and get those minerals inside of your body. And so it has indeed become a cornerstone of the healing functional nutrition movement. I think I'll do a separate post for everyone who's a vegan as to what to do in the case if you're like totally against consuming animal products. You have different requirements, and so I can speak to that. And so if there's interest for an exposition on bone broths as it applies to people who don't eat animal products, what do they do? Let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to make that a Wellness Wednesday topic because it does come up. So, why am I so keen on it? Why do I think it's the cat's meow? Why do I think it's a miracle food? Well, it's because one, it is really, really, really good to improve your gut health. I mean, it helps with detoxification when you intermittent fast, for instance. It helps give you more energy. It helps with sleep and relaxation because of what you get out of the bones. That's really good for that. I'll explain in a minute. And it's another way to reset or aid in weight loss and metabolism, or weight release. I don't like that word because it's so power packed with that probiotic bacteria, digestive enzymes. All of these things help what? If I wax rhapsoding about many things, one is the condition of your gut is the condition of your life, and the condition of your liver is the next condition of your life. So those two things, depending on how well your liver is functioning and how well your gut is balanced and robust, really will dictate, I can predict, or I can dictate how well you are living in your life. So how do I use them? I'm going to include a recipe for one for turkey broth. So if you're about to have another turkey for Christmas, I want you to take this recipe that I am placing after this comment in our Facebook group. So you'll have a good bone broth recipe, and I have many. And if this is something people like, let me know. I could talk about beef ones, chicken ones, mixed bone ones. The point is just boiling the bones to get to what we're about to talk to. So why bone broth? Again, back to there's so many reasons. Why do I use it though? I particularly am fond of taking bone broth and using it with people who are having weird digestive issues, who maybe have bad skin issues, those signs outwardly tell me that something is not happy in their tummy, right? I don't know if it's a sensitivity or if it's an allergy, if they have a digestive disorder per se, or are they grappling with autoimmune issues? And you're like, well, how are those four things related? Well, they go back to healing, and I like to say spackling your gut lining so that weird things that should stay in your gut don't end up in your bloodstream and cause that autoimmune problem. So it is a great way to begin a clearing or a reset. I know people are scared of the word detox, but some people do bone broth detoxes. I like to call them bone broth resets, where I'm taking bone broth as the main tool to go recalibrate the system, seal all the things that might be part of a leaky gut syndrome, and then go about the methodical way of reintroducing foods to see which things elicit autoimmune or inflammatory responses. So, a lot of people also do bone broth resets because they want to reset their guts, or they think that they need to just give their digestion a rest. Absolutely, it's a powerful way to feed your body everything it needs without the deprivation of, say, more stringent dietary. People think detoxes. I don't believe a detox should be a detoxification process should not strip you bare and make you feel terrible. So that's why I created my program, so that you don't feel terrible. But in point of fact, it's all about resting your intestines and your gut, your microbiome, and seeing where the deficits are, and then crafting a plan to rebuild your tummy and your gut and your microbiome in your particular way. So, what do you get out of the bone broth? What are the biggest benefits of bone broth? Well, you get a lot of vitamins and trace minerals and amino acids and collagen that are hard to replicate out in the plant world. They're already like digested a lot, so they're very bioavailable when you ingest them in a bone broth, which means it's a great rejuvenator. It's nothing in my family, if we're feeling under the weather, for my children to say, Mom, can we have some bone broth, to sort of recalibrate, reset, so they can get on to the next, I don't know, binge of sugar or bad food with their friends. But they know to come home and reset with a bone broth. The amino acid I like the most that people talk about, or maybe you've heard about, is glycine. Glycine, ladies, is very important to all of us as we age, we go through menopause. It helps with sleep. It's a precursor to glutathione, which is a very powerful antioxidant that helps the body detox. It is just fabulous. So that's one of the reasons I love bone broth, given my age, given what I want to do in terms of tonifying my body all the way. It helps boost beneficial bacteria in the gut, plain and simple. I talked about that already. It adds collagen. It's probably the best way to get collagen. I'm always tickled when I see all these collagen drinks and collagen this and collagen supplement. And quite frankly, if you have bone broth as part of your menu, or some people say diet, that you use or implement to fuel your body, you are naturally getting very bioavailable protein in the form of collagen. That this collagen is, I don't know, indescribably useful to lining your digestive tract and keeping it nice and sticky, so the good things stay in and the bad things stay out of your bloodstream. And the added benefit, it's great for your skin, elasticity, and good hair. So that is one of the big benefits coming out of, using collagen from a bone broth. And then there's tons of electrolytes and just those trace minerals and vitamins that come out of the bones, and especially the B vitamins that come out of the bones, that are really hard to get outside of animal sources. And it's now liquid. It's super digestible by the body, which makes it a super potent tonic. So your grandma wasn't kidding when she said broth, or everyone loves a good chicken soup. There's a lot of reasons why. It's your body's way of going, fill me up. It's so quenching and delicious. And it is just super useful to the building of a healthful soup. Now, bone broth is one thing, soup is another. I strongly recommend that you take your bone broth and use it as the basis for your soups. And if that sounds interesting and fun to you guys and you want to know more about that, I'd love to talk about that too. But bone broth as a power pack tool in your nutrition toolkit, you can't beat it, everybody. So bone broth is the way to go. Wait for my roasted turkey stock / bone broth recipe. It'll be in the post after this, and I hope you enjoy it and can utilize it after your next holiday meal. So just in time. Sorry, I missed the boat for Thursday, and you knowing it for Thanksgiving, forgive me. So anyway, I'm trying to make it up to you. All right, that's all for now. That's Wellness Wednesday. I would love to hear your thoughts and if you found this useful. And if you haven't already gone to my YouTube channel and subscribed, there's also the place where I have an archive of all my past Wellness Wednesdays, and you can catch up on the things that I've put out there about wellness on Wednesdays since I started this whole thing with Wellness Wednesday. But anyway, all right, guys, I have to come back later today with day 30 of the 53 Days of Wise Woman Wisdom. Hope you've been following along with that too. Also found on my YouTube channel, so subscribe. Oh my goodness, where did my voice go? Okay, I better go because I'm losing my voice. What the heck? And I will see you guys in a little bit. Take care. Take care now. Bye-bye.